Hey everyone, welcome to a new project. Yes, we are going to be starting Final Fantasy VIII Remastered today. It just came out. It launched like an hour ago on my PlayStation, so I am ready to go. I've wanted to redo this game for a long time, but I just never really had the opportunity, but with the remaster, I think this is the perfect excuse to dive straight back into this. Oh, I'm so excited, you have no idea. So, we're going to start a new game, Final Fantasy VIII. Probably, well, I'd say definitely one of my favorite games in the series. It's certainly one of the most polarizing ones. Some people are really not that big of a fan of certain aspects of this game. For example, the really quiet title screen, which is really weird because I like a bit of music on my title screens. But anyway, let's start new game. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they've done with this remaster. I believe they've redone character models. They've added quality of life things like speed up. But I'm gonna shut up for this incredible intro. One of the greatest of all time. I mean, seriously, as far as intros go, I just don't think there's any beat in that. It's so fucking epic. Oh man, you can't. Sword fight, dove feathers, it's like John Woo directed it or something. Anyway, welcome to Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. It's about time this game got some love. 9 and 7 have had ports to modern consoles, and it was like, well, where the hell's 8? Well, here it is, guys. Here it is, finally. We are being asked if we are okay. I mean, we got a big freaking gash on our face now, so I'm not gonna be a bit of a badass in this one. I'm gonna try and do things a little bit differently from my first Let's Play of this. I'm gonna say my forehead hurts because it bloody would do. It's funny. I mean, maybe well, we're gonna learn this guy's name soon. I'm gonna try not to spoil the game, but you know, I've already done it on the channel, and this is a pretty old game now, but. Yeah, it's weird that we didn't try to block that sword strike that was straight for our, you know, noggin, but maybe we were stunned by the surprise use of magic, which is actually not cricket, if you ask me. Dr. Kadawaki, looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. Will do. Yeah, I'm just admiring the new character models. They're very snazzy. And yes, we're going to stick with Squall, who is a character I've always really liked. I know he may come across as a bit of a bastard. As you'll see, you know, he's not the most friendliest of chaps, but I just really kind of related to him, especially as a teen, you know, moody teenage angst and all that. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. I've always loved that that curtain blowing in the wind. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is... Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. Ah, Quistis. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious. He'll probably leave a scar. A badass scar. Right, now, please come by. Now, pay attention here, because this person is super duper incredibly important. But we won't know for a long time. Squall, so we meet again. Man, there's so much to explain. And hello, the beautiful Quistis. Definitely one of my favourite characters. And she's like, oh, not again. Seriously, Squall? So you know this has happened a few times in the past. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Oh, and the sound of the birds chirping. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Oh, you mean I have an exam today? Ugh. And, yeah, we sort of have control here. Squall, is there something on your mind? Yeah, those girls walking by. Hello. No, Squall is not like that. Not really. Are you mocking me, Quistis? What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. And it's weird because, yeah, Quistis doesn't look too much older than us, and yet she is our teacher. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. She's got you there, buddy. Read you like a book. And oh my god, this music. Say hello, everyone, to one of my favourite places of all time in any video game ever, Balam Garden. This is our school, and we're going to learn a lot about it as time, you know, as the game progresses. But yeah, the Final Fantasy VIII, when you first start out, there is a lot to take in. I remember being a kid and playing this for the first time and being quite confused by a lot of the systems that they introduce, because it is very different to 9 especially, and 7. There seems to have been some rumours flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours, that's 4 o'clock for the uninitiated. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher. There he is. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on, yeah, like he's gonna listen. I already can tell I don't like the guy. Not because I've played this game a million times and I know who he is, but you know. Field exam participants, I will see you all later. Yeah, Quistis. Love Quistis. And Squall, I need to talk to you. Oh, okay. We get to talk with Teach. Oh, yeah. Now, before we do that, I just gotta say, they haven't done anything, like, they haven't really upscaled the backgrounds, the pre-rendered stuff, which is a shame. You know, it is pretty blurry. However, I still really like them. You know, it's exactly the same as what they did with 7 and 9's modern ports. You know, it could look better, I'm sure, but that is a lot of work. But at least, you know, the character model's looking pretty damn spiffy. I mean, there's that famous meme of, you know, Squall being the best-looking guy at the party, and, well, now you can kind of say, yeah, that's justified. He is a good-looking chap. But, before we go chat to Quistis, we're going to sit down to our desk here, which is something I didn't know you could do. Back when I first played the game, we're going to turn on the power, because this is a pretty fancy school, pretty technologically advanced. They've got computers in their desks, you know, that's like, I remember being a kid going, oh my god, that'd be so cool. So what we're going to do, select tutorial, and yeah, we're going to get some important things here. GF data. No, this does not keep track of any girlfriends you have. These are the summons, and we've just got 2 of them that we'll see. Here we go. So I've always pronounced this. Oh, yes, I forgot we're going to get trophies. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, this is. I've always pronounced this as Quetzalcoatl. I don't know if that's really how you're supposed to say it. I think it's, is it like of Inca or Mayan or Aztec origin? I don't know. It's a Thunderbird. It's really cool. And Shiva. Dude, are we going to get a trophy for every single summon we get? That's kind of crazy. Shiva, the old favourite. I love Shiva. She's a cold mistress. And yeah, the tutorial stuff I'm not going to go into. We're going to leave our desk now. Although, we could check, you know, about garden. But really, a lot of this stuff you'll kind of learn as the game goes on anyway. The school festival committee is an interesting one. Thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival Chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a seed, and I won't even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. Gotta follow your passion, guys. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out. Aww. But I have only myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I'll be starting a new life, but I sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival Committee. Goodbye, Balam Garden. Wimbley Donna. So, who's going to take over the Garden Festival Committee, chaps? I don't know. Will we ever find out the answer to this burning question? We'll see, won't we? Yes, right, so we're done. We're done studying. Studying's for squares. And we are not looking very square right now, even though we're in a square game. Dearie me. Anyway, so Quistis, as you learn, is quite popular with certain students. You haven't been to the Fire Cavern yet, have you? The Fire Cavern? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass the prerequisite. The prerequisites. I was going to go... Now, these bubbles are inner thoughts of Squall. He does this a lot. He thinks way too much. But it's a nice little touch. Because he is very introverted. And you learn a lot about him by what he thinks. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. And he knows he's not got a good excuse. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. Yeah. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seats. Yep, I just did that. It's all good. It's all good, man. Right, so, yes, this classroom is really spiffy. Look at this blackboard. Oh, that's proper. That is properly techie, isn't it? Anyway, yes, we have these guys. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. Should anything happen to Instructor Trapez, the trapeze? Trapeze? We'll get you back. Yeah, she's got like her own fan club. And yes, Quistis Trapez is her name. I think that's how you say it. Alone with Instructor Trapez. He snaps his fingers. He's like, damn. If only. You dirty man. Now, yes, of course, the graphical style is very different from Seven's. Like, the characters actually look realistic, although I've always thought their legs are way too long. Am I the only one? But yeah, we've got to go to the front gate, but we're going to do some exploring first. I'm late! I'm late! For a very important date. Now, I think... I'm trying. It's been so long since I've done a Let's Play of this. It's like, I want to say 6 years, nearly. 6 or 7 years, kind of crazy. I think I was pretty cold, so I'm gonna ask if she's okay. You okay? There. Teehee, I'm fine. Good. Sorry, I was kind of in a hurry. You don't say. Oh yeah. Hey, did you just come from that class? I did, yeah. Is homeroom over? Afraid so. Ooh, oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey. I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? I don't know if I'm going to do this, actually. I was going to just walk around myself. We'll do it. We'll do it just for the fact I very rarely do this at all. We're going to be nice to this girl who we don't know. We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby, and I'll show you the directory. So she's going to actually follow us around, which is something that characters do in this game quite a lot. Just makes you feel less alone, and it's more more realistic. Right, we want to talk to this guy. I love the view from this walkway, though. I'm not the best with heights, so it might. I don't know. Oh, hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you'd like. The card game. Oh boy. How do you play a card game? I think it'd be best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. So you can't be asked telling us, really. That's all it is. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing square. But keep in mind, not everyone is a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. And we got 7 cards. Now. What's the, There we go. So this is the menu. We've got Squall here. He's level 7. And, we're going to go into all this stuff later. The junction system is the thing that either you love or you hate. I personally love it. This game is so breakable, and I'm going to try my best to not really make the game as easy as I usually do. I do a lot of grinding, which I still probably am going to do because that's the way I like to play this game, but I will try not to ruin the challenge completely. I mean, those are famous last words. I don't know. I will... No promises, okay? But, wow, these character models are really nice. God, look how shiny my hair is. You know he conditions that bad boy. Anyway, so, yeah, we've got cards. I'll go into that later. The directory is the big thing in the middle there. And he's going to tell us... I nearly spoiled her name. He's going to tell this girl all about the place. This is it. Blam Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go. I have a question. How do you use this? It looks pretty fucking simple to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I went along with this, actually. It's completely... It's the basics of the basics. So yes, you've got dorms, you've got parking, training center, library, infirmary, the quad, and a cafeteria. So I'm gonna just, like, plow through this. So yeah, you can rest there at the dorms. Yes, there's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Oh, the hot dogs. Yeah. Whenever I play this game, I always want hot dogs. So... But yeah, I just love this whole game's premise of being in a... You know, in a school, being a student. Even though, you know, I didn't like school myself, but this is more my kind of school. Like, learning how to fight, use magic. And yeah, this girl's planning to be on the committee for the festival. Hey, you want to help out too? Moving on. Squall don't want to get involved in that crap. So yeah, that's where we just were at the infirmary, of course. The doctor's name is Katawaki. Yeah, we've got a training center. There are actual monsters within that place, which is really cool. Yeah. And the library, which we'll pay a visit to soon enough. Yep, I remember that one. And the headmaster's office is on the 3rd floor. You need permission to get in. What's the headmaster's name? It's Headmaster Sid. Of course it is. It's not a Final Fantasy without a Sid. And that's it. Okay, so yeah. Hey, are you making today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. Hey, no worries. That didn't take too long. Look at this water. Oh, that is so nice. I just want to go for a swim in it. And these are save points. I'm not going to save though. Right. I think what I'm going to do... I might save the exploration of the garden, actually, for next time. I don't know. Feels like we've not really done much in this whole video yet, and I'm kind of worried, but... A lot of this game is just exploring, taking it in. That's what I like to do. We could go to the infirmary. What we're going to do... Actually, we'll nip to the library first. Because there is an item we can get there. I did actually stream this a few days ago, because I was super excited for this to come out. Even though I've played this game a million times, it's still, such a big part of my childhood. Yeah, I streamed this the other day, so I've done this beginning part of the game very recently. It's pretty fresh in my mind. I've always loved this screen, like looking out into the blue sky and just, I want to live in this place. I want to visit it. Why am I stuck in this reality, guys? It sucks. So this is the library. I believe there's an item over here somewhere. And also, our first draw point. Now, MP and magic works very differently in this game. We can't draw it. Oh, hang on. You know what I need to do then? Yeah, Quistis will explain this to us later, although I'm probably going to stop her from doing. Junctions. Okay, so what you need to do, in order to be able to upgrade your character, you want to allocate a summon to them, and each summon has abilities. Okay, so we're just giving him Quetzalcoatl. I'm going to stick with that for now. I'm not going to give him Shiva just yet. We'll give Shiva to someone else. And you can put magic to each stat, and depending on which spell you have, how many of each spell you have, will increase different stats like this. So if we had like the fire spell, we could put it on our magic, and that would increase it a little bit. That's really how you can massively break this game, but again, we'll go into that later. I just want to give him some abilities. So yes, you actually have to select things like if you want to be able to use magic in fights, summon your GF, and draw magic, or use items, but you can only have 3 commands right now. So we should be able to draw this magic now, which is Asuna, which cures ailments. And yes, we got 12 Asunas, so we can use it 12 times. And that draw point will refresh over time. But yeah, magic is very different. There's no MP, you just gotta stock up on spells wherever you find them, either from enemies or draw points. Is there no... Where is this item? I thought it was here. I wish they had super exciting books here. Kind of like the one that girl with a pigtail recommended. The romance novel was pretty good. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. There's a magazine here I can pick up. Where is it? I thought it was here. Is it not? Is it round here? No, it's not round here. Oh, these guys. I don't like those guys. They're like the faculty. So, you know, pretty much the teachers. I thought... Unless... Oh, there it is. It's just really... You have to be in the absolute correct position. Inch perfect. We got the Occult Fan 1, which is a magazine. So these are items. We've got some potions already. Phoenix Downs, remedies. You know, pretty standard stuff. And World's Mysteries magazine scoop issue. And you can read magazines. Look at that explorer dude. Odell Burke, 67 of Timber, was tending to his field when he found a dead monster after hearing a loud impact sound. Mr. Burke said it occurred while he was making a fence with steel pipes. An extremely strange death. So there you go. There is a reason to collect those, I think, but we're going to leave the library now. I do want to at least... Oh my god. Thank you, Squall. I don't want to make this first episode too long, but I also want to at least like make some progress. So we're actually going to leave the garden and meet up with Quistis. We're going to save the card game and other things for later. And boy, yes, the card game is incredibly good. It actually serves a purpose. It's not just a side minigame that's, you know, it is completely optional, but it can really help as far as your characters go. So, we're leaving the garden now. And I just, have I really gushed about the music enough yet? The Balam Garden music is just so chill. I bloody love it. I really do. And another draw point. Hello, sir. You know what? I really like this garden. Yeah, me too. Even though there are instructors who suck. Well, yeah, I mean, every school's gonna have some dickhead teachers. But, you know. Hey, we've still got Quistis. And we've got our first cure spell here. Give that to Squall as well. But we only got 4. Now, the success rate and how many spells you get, I think is affected by your magic stats. So the higher your magic, the better chance you have of getting more spells. So what we're going to do, we're going to junction our first spell here. And yes, we can increase our magic by 1 point by putting our 12 Asunas on there. So, I mean, the thing you've got to remember, though, is if I use Asuna in battle now, if I use up too many of them, my stats will go down. But we really don't need to worry about that just for now. But yeah, the junction system, I think I really do like, but it can be tedious to gather the magic you need. And there she is. Oh, she's got changed. I love that outfit, man. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF, which we've already done. But, yeah, pretty much this. Junction enables characters to power up and use abilities. I'm just going to skip this, guys. But yeah, the important thing is you need a GF to be able to do any of this stuff. So, luckily we have 2. So we can give Quistis one, because she is joining our party. Once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Well, yeah, use draw command during battle and stop magic from your enemies. I am ready to go, yes. It is to the east, but we're not going to go straight to the fire cavern because I do want to go gather some magic and say hello to the world map, everyone. With one of my favorite world map musics ever. Oh, this is weird, actually. The textures on the road look odd to me. But yes, there is actually roads and cars in this game. It is closer to modern day. It's not really high fantasy like, you know, the older Final Fantasies and 9 as well. As you've already... I'm stating the obvious here. You've already seen the computer screens and, you know, God knows what else. swords with, you know, like gun blades. Can I just say, gun blades are my favorite freaking weapon ever. They're so cool. I don't care how unfeasibly like stupid they are. They're really cool. You can't run into enemies on the road, by the way, but yeah, let's equip Quistis first with a GF. She has she's currently level 8. Okay. So we're going to give her Shiva. And she can increase her spirit with Shiva. But she doesn't have any magic yet. So we're going to give her the same commands we gave Squall. These abilities will gain later. But if we go to our GF section, as you can see, GFs level up as well. And they have affinity to each character, so the more you use them with a specific character, the faster you'll be able to summon them in fights. And yeah, you can select abilities to learn. And for Quetzalcoatl, I desperately want to learn the card command. ASAP. And I will explain that when we learn it, because it is really, really good. Shiva is going to learn, I think we're going to get some strength junction. So once we've learned that, we can increase our strength, pretty much. And yeah, you gain AP from fights, which is what will fill up these numbers, you know, get 50 AP, you learn that ability, and then it will start learning a random one. Yeah, there's a lot of abilities in this game that we're going to be learning with GFs. It takes a while, it does take a while, but again, with the speed up function in this game now, which, come to think of it, what is the button for the speed up? Whoops, I think I just accidentally did a cheat there. I'm hoping that... No, that's reset it. Okay, good. Is it R2? No, that's the camera. L2? L1? No, that's camera. Okay, I'll have to check the controls for the speed up stuff, but for now I'm not going to use it anyway. Let's get into a fight, guys. Let's actually, before we end the video, let's get into a fight. Because this battle music is off the freaking chain. Oh, we're fighting some flies. Squall, you still remember? The R1 is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. Same for the Renzo Kuken. Now I'm going to be humming this music all the freaking time, guys. Just warning you. Now, yes, Squall with his amazing gunblade. If you hit R1 at the right time, you can do more damage. Basically, it guarantees a critical hit. How do I turn off the target thing? How do I turn off the... Okay. I don't know. Anyway, bite bugs. Let's hit one. And there we go. I pulled it off. Nice. Now, Quistis has a whip because, you know, she's kinky, and I love it. Thing's still alive. Right, so let's draw some magic. We don't know what magic they have yet, but we soon will. So, yeah, there we go. We got 3 fire spells. And they have another spell, which I think might be Scan. Yeah, so Scan, which we'll use, actually, in a minute. Finish off this guy. You can actually draw magic and cast it as well, so we'll do that. And you just get some information on the enemy. A bug monster that flies. Stay calm and attack precisely. It's not a very strong enemy. No, the game's basically telling you this is a piece of piss. If you can't beat this thing, you suck. But I wouldn't mind getting a few more fire spells from it. At least with Squall. And really, this is where it can get pretty tedious. Drawing magic does take a while. There are other ways of getting magic quicker. Specifically the card game, believe it or not. But we can't really do that just yet, so we have to do it the old-fashioned way. I do like the animation, though, for the drawing of the magic. It looks pretty cool. But, yeah, we do want to make sure we have some magic before this next part of the game. It will definitely help. Because the more magic you have, the stronger you are. That's pretty much Final Fantasy VIII in a nutshell. But we're actually going to cast fire on this one, see how much damage it'll do. Yeah, a little bit more damage than we were doing physically. And that is our first fight won. And that classic fanfare, I love it. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned, which again was something I didn't really understand when I first played this game. It's super easy to level up in this. Every time you level, it takes 1,000 points. And the reason for that is because enemies actually scale with you. So if you level up, at least I think they scale with Squall. If Squall levels up, so do enemies. And if you're not upgrading your stats through Junctioning, you can very quickly come a cropper, because enemies, as they level, are gonna get stronger, you know? But just leveling for us doesn't really do too much. You get a bit more HP and things like that, but really Junctioning is the way to go. So I'm gonna try my best not to level, okay? I'm gonna really try my best not to level as much as possible. Which is why I want the card ability, because that can turn enemies into cards, and then you don't get any XP. Man, there's so much to explain with Final Fantasy VIII. My god, guys, you have no idea. So, let's go down to the beach, because there's some really cool enemies that give us a lot more AP. And this is where I usually grind to learn abilities. We're going to be fighting some fishies on the beach. The problem is, these guys are pretty tough. So what we're going to do, we're going to summon Quetzalcoatl. So when you summon a GF, you've got a blue bar that counts down before it will attack, and while it is in that state, GF's HP takes damage instead of yours. So it's a really good system. It's definitely one of the better ones, I'd say. Time for a thunderstorm. Even though the sky's totally nice, but it's not anymore. Oh man, these GF summon animations are really cool. Probably easily some of the best in the series. But they do take a while. They really do take a while, so I won't be overusing them. I don't like to rely on them too much, but they do a lot of damage, especially, you know, early game. And yes, once you hurt these things enough, they pop out of the ground and become more susceptible to damage. And this is Shiva, who looks lovely. God, she's hot. I mean, she's really cold, you know what I mean? But she's hot. Right, that's one down. I'm surprised that fella didn't pop out at the same time the other one did. That's weird. Anyway, let's draw some magic from it. It's also got the scan spell. We'll see what else it's got. Blizzards. Now those are spells we really want. We definitely want blizzards and sleeps. Sleep can be really useful if you get enough of them. So I'm just going to stock up on some blizzards and some sleeps. Because, yeah, if we're going to be going to a place full of fire, which we are very soon, we want some ice magic. That would be a good thing. Oh man, though, the gunblade. Oh, I love the gunblade. I want my own gunblade. I really do. They're so fucking cool. Again, I don't care if it wouldn't work in real life or if it's stupid. It looks badass. It's a gun and a blade. I love it. Right, let's finish it off. Down it goes. So again, we are gonna level with Squall and Quistis eventually, but there's not really too much I can do about that. I could kill Squall so he won't get any XP, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Fish's fin, and 6 AP. That is incredibly good for this point in the game. So that is what I'm going to be doing off screen, guys. I'm going to end the video here. This is hopefully not too long of a first part. It's just there is so much to go through. So what I'm going to do off screen, I'm probably going to gain a level. But I'm going to pretty much play until I gain the card ability, and then we'll crack on. I'm not going to overly grind at this point, but I do want to learn the card ability. That is a priority for me. So, yeah, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series. I really cannot express how excited I am to do this. We'll go into cards next time. We'll go into a few more of these options. Yeah, it's going to be a long series. It's a hell of a game. And I want to do more with this than I did in my original Let's Play. There was certain things I didn't bother doing. And don't get me wrong, there's certain side quests in this that I just don't think are fun at all. So I might not do 100%, but I'm going to do hopefully more than I did all those years ago. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the video, please like it, maybe share it, I don't know. Make sure you're subscribed and all that crap. And I hope to see you in the next one, which I'm going to try and get these done fairly frequently. I am pretty busy right now, but I will try my best to make sure this is, this doesn't get too stale. I want to, keep on going with it as often as I can. But yeah, that's me blabbing enough. Bye for now, guys. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your day.
This is Snake, telling you to subscribe to Mage Masher 22 on YouTube and Twitch. Snake out.